Bark. I'm tired of laying these freaking eggs. Bark. Bark.
You have to get your butt in gear, rabbit.
Bark, bark. Bark. Bark, bark.
Come on, you lazy hare.
Bark. Back to the Beatles Anthology here on A Beatles C. So I'm sitting there and I'm ready to play the guitar, you know. I'm like, hey John, do you want me to play the guitar? I'll play the guitar. You know, that's the way it is. I play the guitar.
I remember one time there was a bunch of controversy in the papers and in the tabloids and you name it. John and Paul, Paul and John, John and Paul, John and Paul at each other's throats. Which I won't deny, it was true, we were always fighting. Paul was always booping around wanting to play my guitar. In fact, he has it right now. He won the rights to my guitar. It's sitting at his house right now. But, I remember one time specifically, I think we were playing, it was Matchbox. Yes, it was Matchbox. And Paul, he just really ticked me off. It was Matchbox.
It was the most, but we still haven't heard a word from Ringo yet. And how about him singing, well, what will you sing for us, Ringo? Will you say a few words?
Hello there, kiddies. I'd like to sing a song for you today called Matchbox. There you go.
Set fire to that lot. Okay, Ringo, thanks
Don't
very
get
much.
smirked with me, you know.
Do you mind? Get over to your microphone. Matchbox.
Matchbox holding my iPhone. Ain't got no matches, sure got a long way to go. Well, I'm in a...
I remember distinctly it was just when I was thinking about quitting the Beatles and joining college to play football and eventually get into the professionals. And then George Martin, our producer, came up to me and said, George, you're getting way out of hand with this football business, and I wish you would find another hobby that had something to do with music. And I said, well, what do you suggest? He said, have you ever been to the East? And I said, well, no. I'm from Liverpool. I play football. Does this sound good? I can't hear it. George Harrison, I said, George, find something to do. And he loved the East. I introduced him to the East, and he started with the sitars. I'm wearing John's glasses. I'm trying to see. I can't hear, and I can't do anything. And so I picked up the sitar the next day, and I found that I could play it, and so I walked up to George Martin, our producer, personally, and I said, George, will you ever forgive me? And he said, yes.
So George came up to me with a guitar, you know, he was playing this sitar, and it's like, great, you know, he's like, playing this sitar, and he's playing 20 Flight Rock on the sitar. And it's like, whew, talk about great, it was great, boop, boop, boop. I mean, I was like, boop, boop on the bass, and Ringo's like, boop, boop, boop on the drums, and John's boop, boop, boop. John's kissing me right now. John loves me. So I'm writing songs for the sitar. I'm writing sitar concertos for George, because it was great. It was just great. It was like...
And so next thing I know, Paul is patronizing poor George for his new love for the East. You know, George is over there trying to play his buddy.
John, here's your glasses.
Oh, thank you.
I think George had them. Martin.
Yes, I let him borrow them. So George is playing his bleeding fingers off, and Paul's acting like a flippin' idiot, like he always does. And I walk up to him and I say, Paul, go poop off somewhere, why don't you?
So, it's like yesterday.
No, it's like, you say you want to ride.
No, it's like, hey Jude.
No, look, you always wanted to do this cheesy candy ear corn stuff. I want to do something silly.
No, it's like, some people want to fill the world with silly love songs.
Yes, some people do, but
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with that, Paul.
Well, fine then.
I imagine nothing's wrong with that, so why don't we do some good songs?
Well then fine, we will do some good songs like silly love songs.
Goo Goo Gajoob, how about that?
Well, Goo Goo Gajoob.
You're a bleeding flattened idiot. You know that?
Fine, I quit.
I don't care.
I quit, John.
I'm going to.
That's
write
what I
this
think
song.
of you and your cruddy self.
You are the walrus, aren't you? There was actually a point at one time whenever Paul decided he was going to quit, and I was like, "Well, fine. We'll say that Paul is dead. We won't have any controversy. We'll just say, well, Paul died, and we'll go on with the band." It was just a band. It was just 4 guys. It was just a band who made it really big. But I decided maybe I'd had to quit too, and I went on doing some things, and like I made some drawings, and this was one that I did of myself. I like to draw myself very often. I think that the heart of yourself can be by drawing yourself, and I did another one. This is it.
Oh yes, I recognise that one. That one looks like the Vertigo, the movie.
No, this is something I did. It was for a little Abner cartoon.
Hey, I've got one for you, John. It's like revolutionary. Author minded, so I spend my days in conversation. Please, boss. Okay, go ahead, John. Have your song. Go ahead. All together now. Loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you. Oh, come on, Paul. It's great. It's great, Paul. It's great. You know you love me, John. George, correct us for us. This is alright, you know. Let's do George.
Forget it. Forget this song. I hate this song.
So I'm like trying to get John to play along with me there because he put me in control of the band, and I like bought his guitar from him. It's great. I love the sound of the guitar, and I even got this drawing from him. It's a great drawing, you know. And it's like this drawing he did for Little Abner. Little Abner went on to do great things, and there it is. It's a drawing, and there's his guitar, and I loved John, and John loved me, and we loved each other. It was great. It was just great. I was like, boop boop on the bass, more for my dear. And he always wanted to do me songs. It was like, hey John, I wrote myself a new song, so why don't you do it? And he was like, great. He was like so open-minded. He was a great person. I told him I could play the drums the best I know how. It's like, they kept telling me I'm an alcoholic, and the only reason I got into the band was because I had a geek. And I'm like, no, I'm Ringo Starr. I am Ringo. I am the Ringo.
Go catch George. Okay, George.
Touchdown!
Well, I suppose it was around, 1985 when we finally decided to break up. We had been together for so long, and it's like, this is the end of the road for us. It's been a long and winding road. And, it's the end. We need to break up. And I had just met a girl named Yoko, or I had met her in 85. I was going to meet her in about 93. And I said, Yoko, she's just the greatest, and all the boys loved her. And I loved her. And we loved each other, and she loved my drawings.
So there we were. It was me and Paul and George and Ringo. And I look over and Ringo's playing his drums and George is playing his guitar and I'm playing my bass and John's singing. And this is great, and we're together. And then she came along, Yoko, and she tore him away from me.
It was just so obvious why I loved her.
So she came along and she messed up the Beatles. She broke us up.
And Yoko hated football because she was not from around here and she hated football. that I had a personal vendetta against Yoko. It's not that I thought she was breaking up the band. It's not that she lacked musical talent. It's not that the boys couldn't get along with her. She just had no charm.
It's just me, Paul. I was playing a little trick there. John, sorry, John. Sorry, John.
Paul, I want you to know, I hate your fleeting, blind guts. I hate your fleeting, blind guts. I'm taking my guitar.
Soon, because coming up next, the brand new song from the Beatles, I'm Not Home, featuring John Lennon on vocals.
Yum, yum, yum. Tasty. You know, when I'm not playing football, I'm messing about with the boy. I like to enjoy a 4-pack of Cladberry cream eggs. Pick 'em up at your local Walgreens or Walmart.
And now, the brand new song from the Beatles featuring John Lennon on vocals, I'm Not Home.
We got through the Ringo. Let's do the song. Come on.
How about doing a song now?
Let's do it. We've got the tape. We got rid of Ringo. Let's
Alright,
go.
are you ready to do the song?
I'm ready to do the song. Come on.
I'm Not Home, take 1, featuring John Lennon on lead vocals. Let's do it.
I'm not home.
Not
So leave your name.
Name. Should be do-I all together now.
Not
So
home.
leave your
So,
Oh, you're screwing up the song.
Oh,
again.
wait, that's
I
good.
quit. I told you I quit. I quit.
whatever happened to the life that we once knew?
Thanks, Paul. That was great.
Really? Come on, George. It's fun. Come on, let's
Fletch
do
you.
this now. Once and for all, let's do this.
I'm going back home to Mother and to Ringo.
Boom, boom, boom.